Have you ever wondered what is the meaning of life? There is none. Like and subscribe and see you next time. Okay, it's more complicated than that. If you are somebody who has grappled with the idea of your purpose, the meaning of life, and asked why, you probably have felt it to be quite overwhelming, and this ambiguity just keeps coming back. Why is it that it's the annoying things that keep coming back, like the common cold, hiccups, and DC villains? In this video, I will dig deeper into finding purpose, talk about what you can do instead, and will tell you about a free tool, My Little Purpose, which makes all of this far easier. A quick PSA before we go any further. Topics like purpose can trigger anxiety and depression for some people. If you are one of those people, maybe don't watch this video and try therapy instead. Also, this is a random video on the internet. It's not a medical advice. But what it really is Yearn Cap. Let's start with the shared acceptance. The whole idea of purpose and meaning has a couple of problems. Firstly, living in 2025, it's hard to even come up with one. Problems today seem unfathomably large and complex, which creates a wall around us. As individuals with limited time, we can feel ineffective and helpless, and the activities can feel pointless and filled with uncertainty. And the AI boom is just making all of this a lot worse, but more on that on the next video. This inability to find purpose is not helped by movies, TV shows, and the media in general, which all seem to glamorize this idea of individual purpose and greatness. It's not like Steve Jobs was born wearing a turtleneck with a purpose to create a line of phones which change where the notch is just so slightly 7 years in a row. And lastly, even if you had a purpose is a target. Sometimes targets are just unachievable, or circumstances change. Unexpected things happen and they become impossible to attain. Like you might have a purpose to be an Olympic athlete, but get a crippling knee injury. Events like these can just defeat the whole purpose. Oh, I walked right into that one. Well, defeat the whole purpose. So you might be asking what's better then? Let's talk some alternatives. A not so ideal choice is to gain a lack of self-awareness. Just drown yourself in distractions and never think about this question. Since you have made this far into the video, not sure that's an option for you. Or you could just join a cult. Great choice for somebody else to be holding the leash on your purpose. But what if you're not into bondage? Guessing from the rules of 3, this is the one I really want to talk about. You can identify and develop your values. While purpose is an overarching identity and an aspirational goal, values are the ideologies you use to make decisions and live your life. No matter what your life is or what circumstances you encounter, you live your life through your values. For parts of your behavior you're proud of, and especially the ones you are not, you are already making decisions based on your values, whether you can articulate them or not. Let me give you an example. I can tell myself I am unhealthy because I'm lazy, tired, busy, or a but actually, in every moment I ordered in or didn't go to the gym, what I really did was I valued my comfort or work or friends more than I valued my health or self-discipline. Okay, if you're already operating with values, other than increasing this video's watch time, what are you really here for? Values create a fantastic framework to cultivate aspirational behaviors and develop a personal vision similar to purpose, but resilient to circumstances. To do that, however, you will encounter 4 challenges. Firstly, we are not often aware of our own values. It needs us to be both introspective and true to ourselves to differentiate what we truly value versus what we aspire to value. We might believe we are honest and authentic, but in harder moments or the slightest bit of discomfort, might choose friendship or peacemaking. Secondly, we often don't articulate our aspirations as our values. We subconsciously choose outcomes and actions. I'm sure you've said to yourself, starting January, I'll go to the gym, but fail to maintain this habit. Perhaps what you should say is, I'll start valuing my health over my comfort. This makes repetitive behaviors easier to build and prevents you from falling into traps. Another challenge is that we often aspire way too much from ourselves and end up failing in all of them. We want to be healthy, we want to be bold, we want to have a lot of friends and be rich, all at once. Prioritizing what we give about is essential for focusing and for long-term change. And lastly, cultivating new values and adjusting our existing ones is really damn hard, especially for our core values. This is largely because we do these things instinctively without thinking about them. And to change these behaviors, you need to identify your triggers and work on them, which is really hard. Now that we have identified these problems, all you need to do is address them. You can research values and do it on paper. But see, as my friends, yes, plural, would know that I have struggled with purpose for a very long time. So we spent a couple of weeks building my little purpose for ourselves, and I'm publishing it today without ads and for free. My little purpose guided me through the process of identifying my current values from a curated list of 60 plus values. It helped me understand how these values support each other and conflict with each other, and sometimes how they manifest in a harmful way. And once I set up my values, I could start looking into the values I aspire to have. Also on the tool, I could prioritize these values and identify how I could bring them into my everyday life. Like I said, it's all free and without ads, so the only thing stopping you is that either you are an LLM agent who's stealing this video, or you want to keep seeing my sexy face say some buzzwords like AI, agentic, synergy. So all you need to do is head on to this URL in the description. Hope you like this video and it helped you in some way. Please share it with anyone you think might find value from it. It'll make me just happier for every single person it helps. With that, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.